Today we're looking at the Eddyliner P from IBG in Germany. This is a bolt sorting application we're looking at today, and it's using the IBG preventative multi-frequency testing technique, where we don't just look at one frequency of eddy current, but we look at multiple. In this case we'll be looking at 8 different frequencies. By doing this we can guarantee that we get a positive sort every time. The unit's on and we're going. We've got a group of bolts here. The silver ones are good ones, the orange ones and the red ones and the grey ones are defective. We teach the machine how to do the inspection by feeding it good parts. In here we've got a balance coil. It's not a reference coil, but just a balance to keep the coil loaded with some current. And so we start off and we begin with a new material, a new sort, and we start by feeding these through this gate. So this gate setter is set up to give 150 milliseconds of rest before it tests the bolt. So we drop the bolt in. You only teach the instrument how to work on good parts. So you can have parts that are within the range of the good ones from the top to the bottom, but you only teach it with good parts. At the end of that we've fed 14 components through here, and we hit the end and the machine does an analysis on the references for each of the components that it's tested on, ready to sort. We go OK for that, and it's ready to sort. Just take our good bolts back out. This little gate's got a flip-flap gate so that it'll sort good from bad. And as we go through, we're testing at 4 kilohertz, 8 kilohertz, 10 kilohertz, 12.5, 16, 20, 25 and 32 kilohertz. So we put a good component in. The line comes down here and the green light comes on. We put a defective component in, goes the other way through the sort gate, red light, and you can see that this has gone up into the reject area for each of the frequencies that we're using. We use these other ones, so we get a total reject on all of those. We put a good bolt in, comes back down. Good bolt, bad bolt, bad bolt, bad bolt. So we get to the end of this period and we can just we can see here that we've got all of this has been done, and we'll put some more bad bolts in because we had exactly a 50-50 sort there. You can see here we've now got 13 rejects compared to 11 good components, and on every one of those, and let's hope that in your testing that you won't have that percentage of bad bolts. So there we've got the results of how many components have been sorted as no good versus those that are okay, and this has recorded all of these results. So that's the way the system works. Very simple, very easy to set up, and giving you a very positive test result for good versus bad components. Oh, I've turned the machine off so it won't go any further.